Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TPP Frontline. I am your host, Christopher Billings, and ladies and gentlemen, we are literally less than 72 hours away from Blood and Glory, and that is going to be one heck of an event, ladies and gentlemen. That's something you do not want to miss, and I personally I'm so excited for it. I hope you're excited, and of course, tonight, Frontline is brought to you by MCW. Check them out on YouTube at MCW Promotions. Follow them on Twitter at MCWHD. And also, it's brought to you by RCW. Check them out at HRC Networks on YouTube, and then at Twitter at RCW_on_XBL to get involved with the conversation with both RCW and MCW. And ladies and gentlemen, currently we have Melinda Guerrero, the COO, standing in the ring. She's prepared to make an announcement regarding tonight. I'm interested to know, what that's going to entail. I'm sure that everybody in attendance is curious to know what that's going to entail, and so I guess without further ado, let's put it to the ring, and we'll see what Melinda Guerrero has to say, what she's got on her mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, in case you are not aware, we are less than 72 hours away from Blood and Glory, and because of that, tonight I have made a choice to protect all of the current TPP Championship title holders. Due to the hardcore nature of Blood and Glory, I have decided that all current champions will be given the night off. I know you may be expecting to see all of them tonight, but I need to keep the champions safe for Blood and Glory. I hope you understand and hope you enjoy the show tonight.
That is a huge announcement from Melinda Guerrero, giving all of the current TPP champions the night off. That's big. So that means that Damian Gamer, the current internet champion, is not here. Phoenix, the current adrenaline champion, is not here, as well as the current TPP champion, Craig Hazard. He is not here either. So I guess it's time to get this night started, get this night up underway. And of course, we're going to start here. First match of the night, where you get to see Anthony Guerrero Jr., who was recently booked for a match at Blood and Glory. I had assumed, I've been saying this for the past couple of weeks, but I had said that Jr. was not going to have a match at Blood and Glory, but he does. He's got a match against his former tag team partner, the man who helped to train him to be a professional wrestler, Jamie Hall, his self-proclaimed best friend. He's got this match that has kind of transpired over the past few weeks. Jamie Hall has, continuously costed Junior big match opportunity. He caused Junior to lose to Kanji via a quick roll-up a few weeks ago, and after that, Junior was just irate. And so I think, though, that it's good for Junior that he's got a match at Blood and Glory, but he needs to get focused tonight as he's stepping into the ring with the leader of A&D, Jerry Graham. And Jerry Graham is no pushover, a former member of TCO. For those of you that do not know some history of Jerry Graham, he was personally brought in by Die Hard as the future protege, Die Hard's final protege, following Jordan Moore, Brick Wall, and people of that nature. And so when Jerry Graham decided to part ways from TCO and Die Hard, that's when TCO took it upon themselves to try to ruin the career of Jerry Graham, and they almost succeeded, but Jerry Graham came back and associated himself with people that are not afraid to stand up against TCO. And tonight Jerry Graham wants to make a statement even if it is against Die Hard's son. And so we're getting ready to see Anthony Guerrero Jr. and Jerry Graham go at it. And this is going to be a pretty good test of strength for Anthony Guerrero Jr. here, as Jerry Graham, size-wise, is a little bit bigger than Junior. Junior does have a little bit of upper body mass, but Jerry Graham definitely stronger, but Junior may be faster. And as you saw there, Jerry Graham was already starting to taunt Junior, and Junior now with that side headlock. And a quick uppercut there did not knock Jerry Graham down. And, a shoulder-to-shoulder contact there. No one moved an inch, and Junior's trying to get some momentum going here against Jerry Graham. But again, the strength advantage benefits Jerry Graham more than it benefits Junior, mainly because Junior is 228, 229 pounds. Jerry Graham, 252 pounds. So there's about a 30-pound difference. And, so Jerry Graham's able to use his size in this match to the advantage. And Junior off the ropes here. And he got caught by Jerry Graham with that tilt-a-whirl side slam. And just like that, Jerry Graham on the offensive. Big hanging backdrop there. Junior starting to get worked over. Graham off the ropes. Oh, big clothesline there. Again off the ropes and another huge clothesline. And now Junior finally catching Jerry Graham with catching that third clothesline there. And Junior, a flurry of kicks here. And right into the corner there. And now Junior with a flurry of kicks here. And as you see, just repeatedly kicking Jerry Graham in the ribs and the stomach area. And Junior with that taunt there. Oh, big drop kick right to the chest, and that'll definitely stop any momentum he had into the cover here. But a rope break might have helped Jerry Graham there. And again, Junior ran right into a very strong powerhouse-styled move from Jerry Graham with that spine buster, which that Jerry Graham learned that spine buster from Die Hard, the way to position yourself when doing it to cause the most pain possible. And Graham ran in there, the jumping knees. And I love seeing the progression of these wrestlers as they evolve. And with Jerry Graham, it's been great seeing how he has evolved personally, because he went from a very limited moveset and a very limited arsenal to having a vast, wide range of things that he can do now. And as you see here, Junior's starting to get a little bit of control on Jerry Graham. Junior runs in here, jumps up, but wait a second, Jerry Graham just caught him with a big power bomb there right out of the corner. And that might be all she wrote there. Jerry Graham hooks the far leg. 1, 2, almost a 3 count. Junior somehow barely got his shoulder up. And now Jerry Graham starting to go to work on Junior. And that power bomb was sick. That was a sick looking power bomb, no doubt about it. And now Jerry Graham starting to slow down this match, dictating the pace and making it so that he can do what he wants to do in this matchup and not having to worry about whether or not Junior's going to be jumping around the ring. And that's good. Jerry Graham is being very smart right here. And that big boot, very, very nasty big boot there from Jerry Graham. And now Jerry Graham has Junior in that T-bone. That's a low-throwing T-bone suplex, very high impact though. And as you saw there, Jerry Graham showing his athletic side, but Junior back to his feet here, whips Jerry Graham into the ropes, and gets caught with a big drop kick from Junior. Junior going for the cover here. Only a 1 count on Jerry Graham. Junior springboard clothesline there. And again going for the cover. 1, and only a 1 count again for Junior. And again, Junior hits the ropes, this time with the DDT. And now hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and a quick 2 count there. And again, the size advantage for Jerry Graham there with that tilt-a-whirl side slam again, and then that jumping elbow. I don't think Junior has high enough impact moves to take out Jerry Graham. I think that's where Junior is lacking in this matchup, because Jerry Graham has physical strength, and it looks like our camera messed up here for a second, but Jerry Graham still going to work on Junior, not showing any remorse, even with the fact that they were, that Jerry Graham knew Junior beforehand from when they were training, and Jerry Graham attempted a crossbody, but Junior, out of nowhere, big counter with a backbreaker there. You don't see that every day out of Junior, but he did it. And into the 2 here, a 2 count for Junior off that backbreaker. Again, off the ropes, big running drop kick from Junior to Jerry Graham. And as you see, Junior starting to hold his abdomen. And I think that if Jerry Graham hits the triple power bomb and possibly goes for the lion tamer, I think Junior would tap out. Junior leaps off, but again, Jerry Graham caught him with a big power bomb here. And this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It just, in this type of match, it's almost a mismatch, especially for Anthony Guerrero Jr. And just as I was saying, Jerry Graham, there's 1 power bomb, and now he's got Junior up for this second power bomb. and puts a 180-degree turn on it. 3 power bombs. Jerry Graham looks like he is feeling it. And now Jerry Graham, you got to believe he's looking for the saving grace. And yes, Jerry Graham has Junior up. Big saving grace there. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and oh my God, somehow Junior was able to kick out. I don't know how, but he somehow kicked out. And Junior starting to get very, very aggressive here. And he needs to stay aggressive. Otherwise, Jerry Graham, if Jerry Graham gets another big time move, I don't think Junior will kick out. And as you saw there, Junior with that flurry of kicks again, and now stomping in the corner here. And Junior with that leaping drop kick. And I don't know, I'm so thrown back here, because I did not think that we would see Junior hang in here like this with Jerry Graham, but now you can see the frustration starting to build as Junior starting to do moves that you would expect from his father. The close fist punch is going outside the rules, and Junior, a quick arm drag there to Jerry Graham, just a basic dropping maneuver. And now Junior switches positions, but Jerry Graham counters. And now Jerry Graham, that big back elbow. Oh, and another running clothesline. Jerry Graham again going to the top rope. Jerry Graham leaps off with that leg drop. You don't see Jerry Graham go to the top very often, but when he does, you know it's big. And Jerry Graham now with a reverse armbar here, Fujiwara armbar, and Junior nowhere to go. He can't really crawl. He's got 250 pounds positioned on him, and so he can't really go. He's got to either tap or else he's got to find a way out of the submission hold. And Junior luckily was able to roll himself to get out of it, and a big running drop kick there to Jerry Graham right into the chest. And now Junior, a Hurricane Rana, right into the ropes there. Jerry Graham got hung up. Junior off the ropes, runs in with that leg press. And this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, when you become and a quick roll up here from Junior. 1, 2, almost a 3 count, but Jerry Graham was able to kick out somehow. And Junior with that jumping face buster. I'm not sure what that is, and he hooks the far leg. 1, 2, 3, and Junior picks up a huge win tonight over the A&D leader Jerry Graham. That is something I did not expect to see, and I guess just 2 days before Blood and Glory, Junior building a little bit of momentum to try to help get himself in a position to beat Jamie Hall this weekend at Blood and Glory. I don't know if Junior can do it. I don't know if he's ready for that type of a challenge. And congratulations to Junior regardless. I mean, that was an impressive win, no matter how you look at it. Junior, very impressive tonight against A&D leader Jerry Graham. I did not expect to see Anthony Guerrero Jr. beat the A&D leader. But ladies and gentlemen, we do have a very special package. Earlier this week, Phoenix was in at our TPP headquarters, and he recorded a special package for everyone.
Orion, you're no different than I am. On Frontline 16, you took advantage of me while I was arguing with the ref. Something I would have done. Yeah, you made me tap out. Tenía suerte. You got lucky. If you think I'm going to let you come into TPP and make an example out of me, you're wrong. I refuse to be your stepping stone to the top. Este título es mío. This title is mine. It's not going nowhere. You're probably asking yourself why I'm up here. Déjeme decirte. Let me tell you, Blood and Glory, it will be you and I, Orion, for this right here, the Adrenaline Championship and the TLC match. So I hope you're prepared and bring your A game, because I will sure as hell bring mine. It's the rise of the Phoenix, so beware.
Well, that was an interesting package that our current Adrenaline champion brought to us, and this is going to be a blast from the past, because and we've seen this a few different times, but Jimmy B. Martinez and Brick Waller are going to tie it up tonight, and that's big. It's a huge deal. And Jimmy B. Martinez, he's been voicing his opinion on Twitter as of late. He's using social media as a place to kind of let things out, and he feels that although when he first came in, TPP management was booking him the way that he wanted to be booked, but now he feels that he's kind of being overshadowed. And he said it's nothing against anybody in the back, but Jimmy B. Martinez, he's a power lifter. This young man spends, if he's not training for a TPP match, this young man is he's in the gym working to the bone. That is what he does. He doesn't. He's the man of no days off. He's always cranking it out 7 days a week, and I think for Jimmy B. Martinez, he's ready to take that next step, and this could very well be what he needs tonight to take that next step. A big win tonight over Brick Wall could possibly put him in contention for that, the Internet Championship, because it is scheduled to be a triple threat match, and rumor has it that it's going to be Jimmy B. Martinez, because supposedly management has put him in that. I can't confirm or deny, but Brick Wall definitely knows that he's in it, as he picked up a huge win over Jerry Graham last week. So he knows for sure that he's going to be in it. And so Brick Wall just trying to hang on, right before the Blood and Glory pay-per-view, which, ironically enough, for those that don't know, the September pay-per-view for the Power Plant is called Network Collision. And at Network Collision, you, the fans, the viewers, you get to decide the match types that are going to happen. And we'll roll out more information on that as it becomes available. But Brick Wall, a deep-seated history with letting the fans choose the match types. When that tends to happen, it does not favor Brick Wall too much. And so here we go, Jimmy B. Martinez versus Brick Wall. We've seen this a couple of different times, and every time it's always ended differently. And now we're getting to see it again. And Jimmy B. Martinez showing that he's got the ability to go back and forth into the ropes there, and Brick Wall with a quick hip toss, and Jimmy B. Martinez. And now Brick Wall using his strikes, but Jimmy B. Martinez using his strikes. And now Jimmy B. Martinez went for that quick springboard, but Brick Wall swatted him away, and now working on the back using this 280-pound frame to do a push-up on the small of the back of Jimmy B. Martinez. And that's almost like an insult. That's an insult. That's an insult to any wrestler, any professional athlete, to do a training technique like that on top of them. And Jimmy B. Martinez making a quick comeback here, getting back into the ring. Oh, and Jimmy B. Martinez, big right hand, hooks the far leg. But no, not even a 1 count on Brick Wall. Terry Gates was in position, but Brick Wall quickly got his shoulder up off the mat. And now Jimmy B. Martinez, that swinging neck breaker there. And Jimmy B. Martinez kind of feeling like he's Tarzan right now. And Brick Wall, big hanging overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And Brick Wall tried to clothesline Jimmy B. Martinez. He got part of it. Not the entire thing, but he did get part of it. And now Brick Wall starting to dictate the speed here. And if Jimmy B. Martinez wants to beat Brick Wall tonight, he's got to set the pace himself. He cannot let Brick Wall dictate the pace of this matchup. Otherwise, Brick Wall will win. And, that's not what Jimmy B. Martinez wants. And into the cover, and not even a 1 count again for Brick Wall. As Jimmy B. Martinez was able to kick out. And this matchup still very in the early going here. We're just a couple of minutes in. It's kind of like a stalemate. These two kind of know each other pretty well. They've had numerous matches against one another. And Jimmy B. Martinez hits the ropes, but Brick Wall came back into the ring. And Jimmy B. Martinez tried to throw on the brakes, and he had to catch himself on the ropes there. He was going for a full head of steam. You got to believe he was going to do a huge jump to the outside. And I think that if Brick Wall would have stayed down a little bit longer, that would have been a huge move to happen. But Jimmy B. Martinez counters from the ground here. And, a beautiful standing kick. And now Jimmy B. Martinez starting to gain a little bit of momentum against Brick Wall. And as you see, Jimmy B. Martinez, the flurry of strikes in the corner here. And that is always a good thing to see. A lot of strikes here. And now Jimmy B. Martinez starting to stomp a mud hole right into Brick Wall, giving him the double bird. And as you see, Terry Gates admonishing him there. This is a family product. You know, we try not to have too much violent content like that, or content that all ages could not watch. And now Brick Wall stomping away on Jimmy B. Martinez, and as you saw, the referee was admonishing Brick Wall there with those ground stomps. And now, like I said, Brick Wall starting to dictate the pace, slowing the match down. And, you know, that's something that I don't think that, like I said, Jimmy B. Martinez does not want that to happen. But Jimmy B. Martinez out of the corner here, a beautiful modified springboard Hurricane Rana, hooks the far leg. 1, 2, oh no, only a 1 count for Jimmy B. Martinez. And Brick Wall again catches Jimmy B. Martinez with that Hurricane Rana, and again with the stomps right on the chest here. And now, you know, Brick Wall starting to have his way here. Nothing fancy about that tosser. He just tossed Jimmy B. Martinez. But no, Jimmy B. Martinez showing he still has some fight left in him. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep there. Into the cover again. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count for Jimmy B. Martinez. And now, you know, Jimmy B. Martinez he's trying to get something going. Again, the side Russian leg sweep. And Jimmy B. Martinez is trying to get something going, but Brick Wall with a huge German suplex there. And now Brick Wall going to work again on the back of Jimmy B. Martinez. And through, you know, Brick Wall, he is A&D, or he's a TCO member. And a big running dropkick from Jimmy B. Martinez did not knock Brick Wall down, but it did stun him. And now Jimmy B. Martinez with that spine buster into the cover here. 1, 2, and a quick kick out again. Again, Brick Wall was able to kick out. And you got to wonder, Jimmy B. Martinez has got to be thinking, what's it going to take here? And he's trying to get something going. A beautiful float over modified head scissors there from Jimmy B. Martinez. A lunging elbow drop. And like I said, Jimmy B. Martinez has got to be going, what's it going to take here? What is it going to take? Jimmy B. Martinez, big leap, super kick there to Brick Wall into the cover here. 1, 2, almost a 3 count for Jimmy B. Martinez. If Terry Gates had been just a little bit faster, but Brick Wall with the driller out of nowhere hooks the far leg. And now to the cover. 1, 2, and oh my goodness, I cannot believe that Jimmy B. Martinez somehow, some way managed to kick out. And now Jimmy B. Martinez showing some fire. As you see, he's holding his abdomen. You know that when you receive that driller, you know it hurts. And now what's Jimmy B. Martinez rushing in here? Oh, that big flying cross body. Jimmy B. Martinez jumps in with a front flipping senton, hooks the far leg again. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Jimmy B. Martinez. And now Jimmy B. Martinez again with that rotating head scissors. And now wait a second, Jimmy B. Martinez, I think he might be looking for the IKO. Jimmy B. Martinez has Brick Wall up on his shoulders, strained a little bit in the IKO there. This may be it. Jimmy B. Martinez hooks the far leg here. 1, 2, 3, and that is all it took, is 1 IKO. And Brick Wall tasted defeat tonight against Jimmy B. Martinez. That is huge. In retrospect to JBM, because now management knows that he has what it takes to beat Brick Wall. So you got to believe, hopefully, that JBM will be put into that triple threat match for the #1 contender spot. And it looks like JBM is asking for a mic. So let's cut to the ring and see what he's got on his mind. But we're going to do that in just a moment. So you got to believe TPP management looked very closely at that matchup. And you got to believe with that big win that JBM just got over Brick Wall, that he is going to be boosted up to possibly be in that matchup. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's cut to the ring and see what Jimmy B. Martinez has to say.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet for you guys. I'm sure you have better things to do than hear me run my mouth. like watching Brick Wall getting his ass handed to him by Jerry Graham. I've been in the TPP for over 4 months now, and I think it's time. You're probably asking yourself, time for what? That's simple. It's time for me to have some gold around my waist. I carried an entire division on my back and became Joe's flyweight champion. I held the title longer than any other superstar did. So now it's on to something new. That's the TPP Internet Championship. I have tons of respects for Damian Gamer, and will always have his back. That will never change. It's A&D till the end. It's just my time to shine. Since Brick Wall is already in the triple threat match for the #1 contender, when I win here tonight, so will I. I have been dying to get my hands on you since Urban Warfare.
Well, those are huge words from Jimmy B. Martinez there, and I think he got a little overexcited, because he already won the match, and so he may have gotten a little overexcited there. But like I said, I think that TPP management is gonna put him in a position to where he, I think he should be in that matchup, to be honest. So it's a matter of opinion, of course. But if I have any type of pull in the back, like I believe I do, I'm gonna definitely be pulling to get JPM into that triple threat match. So for those of you that don't know, our main event is scheduled to be up next, and I being notified that Die Hard's backstage. So let's see what he's got to say.
Well, so my wife so nicely gave all the champions the night off tonight. So what's that going to be for the main event? I mean, we have this triple threat match scheduled, right? All these #1 contenders are competing for these championships. But what's going to happen after that? I'm going to add a stipulation. It's going to be an elimination triple threat match. It's not just going to be a single fall. Because, you see, Bryson's back, and TCO will stand strong, and Orion James, I'm laying odds he will be the first one eliminated. So for those of you that are champions right now, take one final look, as you may be losing your title this Saturday night. There's a high probability that you will all lose your championships one way or another. So I really hope that Craig Hazard pays attention to what Extreme does, that Damian Gamer pays attention to what Bryson does, and what Phoenix, and I hope that Phoenix pays attention to what Orion James does, because unfortunately, one of these 3 men could take your titles this Saturday night. So to you, the TPP universe, I hope you're ready, because the main event is now.
While I'm not surprised to know that Die Hard interjected some type of stipulation into this matchup, so now it's an elimination triple threat match, and it's going to feature Orion James, who is he's fighting Phoenix this Saturday night for the Adrenaline Championship. It's going to have Bryson, who is fighting Damian Gamer for the Internet Championship, and it's going to have Extreme, who is fighting Craig Hazard for the TPP Championship this Saturday night. So Die Hard, of course, interjected himself and made it a triple threat match with elimination rules. Just, maybe so that Die Hard could put his own branding on it. But enough about Die Hard. This young man, Orion James, possibly one of the best debuts I've ever seen. This young man came in accepted an open challenge from the Adrenaline Champion and took the champion to the limits and made him tap out. He holds a submission victory over the current Adrenaline Champion in the power plant. That's huge. That's big. And now on to Bryson, the young man that modeled his career off of Die Hard. And when he first came to us, he had hair much like Orion James, but as you see, he's got his hair's a little bit longer now. He's kind of grown his hair out, and we had some Twitter jokes about Bryson growing his hair out, and I'm surprised it didn't start trending, but the joke was that he stole his hair from Orion James, and it's funny, but Bryson blocked me on Twitter, and so TPP management told him he had to unblock me. Luckily, evidently Bryson cannot take a joke, and we were just having a little bit of friendly fun. But for Bryson, he's got to step it up this weekend, because this is maybe his only last opportunity to fight for the Internet Championship against Damian Gamer. So if he can't do something, then he's not going to be able to, pick up any type of gold. And the same can be said for Extreme here. And nobody should ever forget that Extreme, a former 3-time TPP Tag Team Champion throughout his career, he's been with the power plant for many years. But Extreme just, this past year just has not been a good year. It's just he's had a lot of downs and not many ups. And so for Extreme, he's got to do something. He's got to get back to his roots, and he needs to do that by Saturday night. Otherwise, I fear that Craig Hazard will still be the TPP champion. And believe me, I am rooting for Craig Hazard to still be our reigning defending TPP champion. I'm rooting for Craig Hazard, but I know that Extreme, he is an untamed, untapped, raw power beast, and he needs to use his strength and his speed. He needs to use it, and here we go with this triple threat match, and Extreme grabbing Orion James, and wait a second, Bryson and Extreme working together, starting to go after the smaller competitor, and both Bryson and Extreme, Bryson 241 pounds, Extreme 279 pounds. Orion James, I believe he is 207 pounds. And now Bryson with a big raised knee lift to Extreme. I think Bryson should have waited before he started attacking Extreme. He should have, should have worked with Extreme a little bit longer. Maybe they could have eliminated Orion James, could have had it come down to those two. But now Orion James starting to fight back here. But Bryson with a big pullback, and then into that arm wrench there. We have not seen Bryson really dictate going after the arms in quite a while. And now, wait a second, Bryson and Extreme stomping away on Orion James, and this is a mugging. That's all that was. That was just a mugging. And now Orion James, he's got to do something here, as he is being bullied by these much physically larger superstars, and that's not fair to Orion James, because he is an active wrestler. Now Bryson and Orion James are working together. Bryson close fist punches right to the abdomen of Extreme here. Oh, big right hand, and now a big elbow right across the chin. But Orion James starting to get a little bit of momentum. Big running drop kick in the corner there, and now Extreme quickly going after Orion James. And now, wait a second, Extreme, that big lunging elbow, or that jumping elbow drop there. Bryson looking for the elimination here. 2, and only a 2 count for Bryson. And Orion, like I said, Orion James is definitely outsized in this matchup. I don't think he will be outperformed, but he is definitely outsized. He is he's in the ring right now against a 241-pound man and almost a 280-pound man. That is a lot of muscle between Bryson and Extreme. And although Bryson may not look like he's that big of a guy, he's a tough guy. He's strong, but he doesn't have the knowledge yet. He's not as experienced in the ring as most of the latter superstars are, that are much bigger superstars. And they saw Orion James big drop kick right to the back, and Bryson got back to his feet, but Orion James was already big booting Extreme in the face. And now Orion James, those quick kicks are going to be his saving grace in this matchup. And now again, Extreme and Bryson working together, and a chop block and a clothesline combination there. And now Bryson turning his direction towards Extreme. That standing sidekick there, and Bryson got clothesline there by Orion James right from behind. And now Orion James whips Bryson to the corner, and then Orion James big jumping backflip off the ropes, catches Bryson with that big flying elbow, and now what's Extreme think? Extreme just kind of pacing back and forth. Big super kick there from Orion James. And now Extreme, look at it, Extreme then bullies his way in with this physical domination here. Big elbow drop there to the chest, and just like that, I mean, Orion James got put down, but Orion James back to his feet, and now we're seeing Bryson start to get something going, and now Bryson and Orion James are working together here, going to work on Extreme's arms. If you take out Extreme's arms, he will not be able to throw you around the ring, and that is what it looks like Orion James and Bryson are doing. And Extreme somehow countered from the ground, luckily, before too much damage could be done. And now Bryson looks like he may have a little bit of an idea here for some momentum. But oh wow, Bryson actually was able to match strength there with Extreme. But Extreme again using his strength to outpower somebody. And Orion James here, flurry of kicks right to the chest of Bryson. And attempted running drop kick in the corner, but now Extreme here. No, Bryson got out of the hold there, and now with this side arm wrench there. But Orion James not backing down, knowing that, you know, everything is kind of against him in this matchup. He's, like I said, he's going against two guys that are much larger weight in larger weight classes than what he is. He doesn't normally compete against superstars of this physical size, and so he's hanging in there though. That's the best part about it. Orion James is hanging in there, and Extreme with that power, the strength of Extreme there, that lifting one-handed spine buster. And when I say one-handed spine buster, I mean he picks him up and slams him with one hand. He doesn't use another hand to throw him, just the one hand. And now Extreme he's doing something here, but Orion James counters, and Orion James with a quick back elbow on Extreme, a kick right to the abdomen, but Extreme caught the foot, and then big standing clothesline there. Into the cover, 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Extreme, as Orion James is still hanging in here, somehow in a big belly-to-belly. And wait a sec, the referee's being distracted there by Bryson. And Orion James starting to get some momentum, a big kick to the small of the back of Extreme. And this is what I'm talking about. If Orion James gets going, then he very well could eliminate somebody, maybe possibly. I don't think he's going to win, but he may be able to eliminate Bryson. That dropping reverse DDT there. Now Orion James, a kick, that spinal tap. Of course, a beautiful spinal tap, and now Extreme starting to get a little bit of momentum here. An elbow right to the top of the head, and this is what I'm talking about when triple threat matches are crazy, because so anything can happen, literally. So much can happen in such a short period of time, and now Extreme tosses Orion James like a sack of potatoes. That's what he threw him like. He threw him like a sack of potatoes, and now Bryson trying a flurry of strikes on Extreme, but it did not work, and now Extreme lights it up with the flurry of strikes of his own. And now, wait a second. And Extreme just got caught in a flapjack, and Orion James now starting to pick the pieces. If he can do a big-time move to Bryson, I think he could put Bryson away, and that would be huge. That would be super dupe. That would be a super huge upset win. And a big Frankensteiner out of the corner. Extreme back to his feet here, and now Extreme with that standing toss. And now what's Extreme gonna do? What is Extreme gonna do in this situation? Extreme with an elbow and then a side Russian leg sweep. Nothing fancy about it, just a basic side Russian leg sweep there. And now Bryson trying to get something going, a big side belly to back, and hooks the far leg. 1, 2, only a 2 count. And you see Orion James, he looks like he's starting to get into position here. It looks like he's going for something. An Extreme big clothesline in the corner. Wait a second, Orion James missile drop kick right to the back of Extreme. Orion James hooks Bryson's leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Orion James. And that kick right to the abdomen. That kick will never get old. I see that kick very often, and it just looks like it hurts so much getting kicked like that right in the ribs. And extreme big hot shot to the outside, and now Orion James with a power bomb, a modified power bomb to Extreme. And wait a second, now Bryson back in the ring, kick to the abdomen, and now Bryson and Orion James are in the ring duking it out. And you got to believe that Bryson's got to be looking for the win here tonight. He wants to get this, and Extreme just tossed Bryson right to the outside. And now what is Extreme going to do? Extreme whips Orion James into the ropes, and Extreme, it looked like he was going for that brogue kick, but Orion James was able to move out of the way just at the right time. I mean, that was purely the right time to do it. And I think Bryson is disoriented here. I don't think he realizes what is going on. And now we're seeing it again. And wait a second, what is Extreme now? He's taunting. And the brogue kick from Extreme. And now, wait a second, Bryson. With that rock bottom type move. 1, 2, 3, and oh my God, Bryson has just pinned Extreme. Extreme has been eliminated out of this triple threat match. So now it's Bryson versus Orion James. And ladies and gentlemen, just to jog your memory, the last time that Bryson was in an elimination matchup, and it came down to him and the final person, it was Damian Gamer. And Bryson was so close to beating Damian Gamer, and he came up that short. It was just a matter of coming up just a little too short. He just didn't have enough, and now Bryson with this submission hold here on Orion James, and Bryson is wrenching on that. And I'm wondering, can Orion James weather the storm of Bryson or vice versa? And Orion James, big kick right to the nose there, and to his feet he goes. And this is I think the kind of match that maybe Bryson wants. And as you see, Bryson taunting to the referee, and he's telling the referee this is what it's going to wait. He needs to turn around. Oh my God, wait a second. This is the same way that Orion James beat Phoenix. He's wrenching on the submission hold. Bryson trying to get to the ropes. He's so close. You got to believe he can taste it here. Bryson cannot reach the ropes. He needs to get to the ropes. Otherwise, he's got to get to the ropes here. Orion James is pulling. The fans are electric right now. Bryson is tapping. He is tapping. The referee calling for the bell. Orion James has won the triple threat elimination matchup. Less than 72 hours from Blood and Glory. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen. The ultimate underdog. The underdog in almost all of his matches. The smallest guy in this triple threat match has picked up a huge win tonight, as he's gained so much momentum as he heads into Blood and Glory. And I, for one, I'm pulling for Orion James to win at Blood and Glory, to win that Adrenaline Championship and right all the wrongs that Phoenix has done. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost out of time tonight, and I personally am so excited. I'm so happy, that things are going the way that they are going. Again, we are less than 72 hours away. So make sure to tune in on Saturday night at 7 o'clock Eastern time for the pre-show, and then at 8 o'clock Eastern, Blood and Glory will begin. And ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time for tonight. So on behalf of everyone in Full Screen, everyone in Creator X, everybody here on TPP Frontline, all of TPP Management, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Christopher Billings. Thank you again for joining us this evening. Have a good night, everyone. We will see you this Saturday night at Blood and Glory, and be safe.